today's video, I'm going to be trying out and doing an all-day long wear test with a $4 foundation that I found at the drugstore so that we can see together if it is really worth our money. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. I'm Theresa and I upload videos 2 to 3 days a week where we just hang out and do things together. I would love for you to stick around, so hit that subscribe button and ring that bell before you leave here today. That way YouTube will let you know each and every time I upload a new video. I am really proud to say that I have used up every single one of my foundations that I had in my makeup collection this year. And it was time for a new foundation, but I wanted to do a foundation on a very, very minimal budget. So when I was at Walmart the other day looking at their makeup section, I found this $4 foundation from Rimmel London. And this is not a new foundation at all. Just do want to put that out there. Whenever I looked up reviews for like SEO purposes for this video, the oldest video was 8 years old. And that got me thinking though, it's a foundation that is at least 8 years old, but it is still on the market. So is it a good foundation? Is it still worth our money? Or is it one of those that they just kind of forgot to take it off of the shelf? So that is what I want to see today. So this is the Stay Matte foundation. So this is a lightweight mousse foundation and it's a full coverage mattifying foundation. So for $4 and some tax, 1 fluid ounce of foundation, and I got mine in soft beige. Will more than likely be a bit too dark for me, but so it says on the back that this is a feather light liquid mousse foundation that blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. It has a silky smooth formula that leaves a perfectly matte baby soft finish. It has a lightweight texture and won't feel heavy or greasy. Okay, so I've already pre-prepped my skin like I do every single day. If you would like to know what my skin prep is on a daily basis, you can check out the video that I recently uploaded about how to create that Your Skin But Better foundation look. I'll have it linked down below. Anytime I am testing out a new foundation, I do like to do that. Just use my regular skincare routine to give the foundation sort of like an even playing field. So this is just a regular squeezy tube, and so it's that sort of foundation. So yes, it is liquid, but it does feel light and mousse-like. Yeah, mousse-like. So I'm going to apply this 2 different ways, one for each half of my face. One half I'm going to apply with fingertips, and then the other half I'm going to apply with a brush, just because I'm not exactly sure how a mousse-like foundation should be applied. Not exactly my color. So it's blending out quite well. Pleased with it so far. I mean, it is sort of just sitting on the face. It hasn't really like blended in or anything, but that's, I mean, kind of to be expected with a foundation. I do want to say like right off the bat that I don't prime my face. A big thing with me and skin prep, I have combo skin, but I do have a lot of texture. And something that I like to do is just really moisturize my skin. So this, if you do use a primer, this may sit differently. I just find that most primers give my skin like more texture than it needs to have. Okay, with fingertips, I am seeing that like, you can definitely see that there is a difference. Let me kind of sit back from my camera. You can definitely see that there is a difference of like the redness has sort of been neutralized on this side of my face, or like the cheeks, or like on this side of my face. But I'm not really seeing how this says it's a full coverage, at least close up. I'm not really seeing that this is like too full coverage. It's for me kind of just wearing as a medium coverage. I'm gonna finish up this side of my face before going on to this side. All right, so I can already tell that this is sinking into my pores pretty badly. So, you know, not the greatest at all. But once again, I don't prime my nose with a silicone primer or anything. All right, so now we're gonna go into, with a brush. This is probably too big of a brush. All right. So we're gonna go in with a smaller brush. So I can already tell that this with the brush is a little bit of a fuller coverage. I find a lot of times when you apply foundations or anything really, using your fingertips, it really does take like the warmth of your fingertips on your face really helps to sort of smooth things out a lot more, but it can sometimes make things not be as full coverage. All right, but it has done a relatively good job of removing all the redness that I had on this side. I'm gonna finish up my face, just sort of blending everything out, and I will be right back. All right, so blended out. I do kind of like this coverage. I mean, it's not horrible. It looks like really like natural skin, like actually. It's definitely like, I don't find it to be, unless it looks different, like in editing, unless it looks different, I don't find it to be all that much of a full coverage. I sort of feel like this is almost like a skin tint, like a heavier coverage, like a full coverage skin tint, if that makes sense, in like a mousse feel. That's sort of the feeling that it is giving me. So all that this is just the Stay Matte foundation from Rimmel London. It's not anything else on my skin. So I want to take you outside into my backyard so we can see what this looks like in a more natural light, because I do have my filming lights all around me. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and apply the rest of my makeup, and then we'll do that again. Like, we'll look to see what it looks like in a full face of makeup outside. It is way too hot to be outside in a sweater. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this is the side of my face that had the most redness, but also has the most texture going on. I have quite a bit of scarring on that side of my face. And the sun is really, really bright, so I can't see. I'll see what it looks like whenever I do edit this, but this is what it looks like, just that foundation in natural light. All right, so my full face of makeup is on. Besides the obvious like eye makeup and like lip balm that I put on and like my brows, all that I put on was a NARS concealer underneath my eyes, my Besame blush on my cheeks, a translucent setting powder from Kiko Milano, and Physicians Formula butter bronzer. I can't think of what it was called. The bronzer, yeah, from Physicians Formula. And I used a little MAC setting spray, but that was it. I didn't like heavily lay anything on. So this overall is what it looks like, at least in my filming lights. Overall, as I was applying everything and I was looking up close, like using my handheld mirror, I did like the way that everything looked. It's not like the smoothest complexion I've ever had, but it's not horrible so far. And especially the fact that it's like only $4 is like really not that horrible. So let's go outside and see in natural lighting what the full face actually looks like. Enjoy all the birds. There are tons of birds in the trees around me. All right, so once again, I'm going to see in editing what this actually looks like, because it is so bright outside. But this is what it looks like after a full face of application in natural light. I'm going to head back inside, do my normal day. I have a lot of filming to do. I have a few errands to run outside, so we're going to see exactly what this looks like. I'm going to check back midday. Let's see. Midday. It's 11:22. So I'm going to check back after a few hours, and then I'm going to again check back tonight before I take off my makeup to see exactly how this has held up. All right, so it's really overcast, so there's barely any like actual sunshine. So this is like the best lighting that I can get that's natural lighting in my apartment. It is currently 4:30, so it's been quite a few hours since this has been put on, and I filmed some videos, ate lunch, so around the mouth a little bit is off, a little bit of the foundation's off. Did work around the house, both inside and outside of the apartment, and this is what the makeup's looking like. I'm not really sure how it's going to read in the camera, but I find that this has in real life oxidized just a little bit on me, so it is a little darker than when I initially put it on. So I'm going to check back in tonight before I get ready for bed so that we can see how this wore throughout the entire day. It's been a long day. Did a lot of work today. Almost burned my kitchen down, or I almost set the oven on fire. I guess it's technically not the same thing as almost burning the kitchen down, but tomato. Anyway, it is currently 9:20, and here's what it looks like. So I'm going to get you in up close. I blew my nose a lot today because I was having a lot of allergy issues. So pretty much there is no more foundation around this area, but it did cake on, as all foundations do with me, to be fair. Here, like in the little like crevices by my nose, it is just starting to get shiny here. Not even like looking in a mirror, not even on my full T-zone, but just on my forehead, which is pretty cool. Usually anything is like really luminous looking on me by like midday. It did really cling to texture as the day went on here. And I find like specifically where, I mean, all faces have hair, but where there's longer hair on my face, it really clung. So like around like here, because I haven't done my eyebrows in a while, so I have like little baby fine hairs here, so it really clung there. Overall though, like, it doesn't look half bad, especially for it being $4. I've paid a lot more for foundations that did not even look like a third this good by the end of the day. So I'm going to say that yes, it was a bargain, and I definitely do think that the Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation is still worth that money. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried this foundation, how it worked out for you, and what foundation you have been loving lately. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye!